Welcome, Cinenerds, to my review of the 2006 Australian film Suburban Mayhem. So, I just finished watching it and I just love to say Umbrella did a great job with the Blu-ray. Now onto the film review. So, for me the film started very slow. It felt like a documentary at the start, but then when the director really made it feel like a feature film, I absolutely loved it. I saw reviews on IMDb after the film saying that it was, I don't know how to describe it, too much, but I think it's just a really Australian film, and, as an Australian, I really enjoyed it. It was so dark, I fucking hated Katrina by the end, but it was a good film overall. It felt like a wild drug ride. It felt similar to Hounds of Love in that Australian sense, if you've ever seen that. Umbrella also did a collector's edition of that. But the film was just so intense and so character-driven. Sometimes the characters made dumb decisions, but it's partially based off a true story. I tried to ChatGPT it, but I don't really know what it was. So I think it was mostly fiction, although parts were inspired. Having Rusty be the one who killed the father and not Kenny, I don't think Rusty would have done that. I genuinely think Rusty liked the father. He was such a good dad, and I don't think he cared about Katrina that much, because he seemed very smart, and Katrina was such a fucking dirtbag. But yeah. If you just saw my 28 years later review, I don't like sex and nudity in my films. This had way too much of that, and it barely had any, so that's saying something. The film was really wild. I don't know what other adjectives to use. The comedy, it was super funny at times. The director did a good job. And I saw on IMDb, it was made for $4 million. Very well used by the director. It felt so Australian. And I feel like the director's vision really came to life. So, good job on Paul Goldman for using that $4 million and directing a very intense film. Very dark, yeah. It was one of those films that got me so invested that I was literally screaming at my TV screen. I was like, what the fuck, Katrina? Don't do that. You have people who care for you. And yeah. So yeah, a very character-driven film. It was very, I don't know how else. Since it's character-driven, you kind of relate it to yourself, and then you are mad at those characters. Why did they do that? But then you're also mad at yourself. Oh my god, I've done that. Does that make me a bad person? Such an intense film. Very, not relatable, because that would be insane if that was relatable. But, some aspect. That's the only way to describe it. A character-driven film. I think that I do think it was lacking in some areas, though. By the end, I couldn't tell what the themes were. Is it appreciate those who love you, unconditional love? Maybe that was the theme. I couldn't tell the themes or what the director was saying. What did the director want us to take from this? Did he just want us to turn our brains off 95 minutes and enjoy this wild film? Because if so, he did a great job. But if he wanted us to think about this film for long term, I don't think he accomplished that. Maybe for some people because of how wild it was, but then for me, I don't think that I took that away from it. I think I just not turned my brain off, but had a wild ride for 97 minutes, and then the film was done. I kind of do want to discuss this film with someone who studies psychology, though. I would love to hear that. I haven't seen any of the special features, though. So maybe I should see some of those to see what the director wanted us to take from it. But other than that, it's just a fun, wild ride, and I absolutely loved it with all of my heart. Such an Australian film. It just reminds me of Australia watching it. And I fucking loved that yellow car. So, yeah, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah. It was too shallow for me to give a 5. Honestly, it should have been too shallow for me to give a 4.5, but hey, the film was so fucking fun. But yeah, the start was slow, then it filled up, after I saw, a Reddit post on Reddit on r/box being what film had, the most dramatic mood change, and I just wrote Suburban Mayhem, because I went on Reddit straight after the movie finished. I know, call me addicted. Well, Letterboxd then Reddit. Yeah, so such a well tone shift from that start. So way too slow. Didn't build up the atmosphere like 28 Years did, but such a great film. I loved it. 4.5 out of 5, and yeah. I know the director's done other stuff. I don't think I'll watch that because I think it's going to be very different from Suburban Mayhem. But yeah, really enjoyed the film. Go check it out if you haven't. See us in the nerds.